is there a point where I need to stop trying? Like, these are the plants I'm like, just don't look at them. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy, if we've not met before. Today we are talking about my ugly plants, because I have some ugly plants and I have some like dead plants. So I was going to call this video Plants I'm Ashamed of. Because if you came round to my house and, you know, you watching this video, you know, you're really interested in plants, so, or I assume you're really interested in plants. If you're watching it for a different reason, let me know. You're probably gonna like have a little look. And like generally, even when somebody's not interested in plants, when they come over, they're like, wow, there's loads of plants in here, and they have like a little look around. And there are some plants where I'm like, please don't look at them. Or like, I have to like quickly like blurt out why they look awful, because they do look awful. But I didn't want to call it Plants I'm Ashamed of, because it just felt a little bit icky. I know shame is something we all feel as humans, and it's a really normal feeling, but I didn't want to like promote it out into the world. Like, if your plants look like this, I'm not saying you need to be ashamed of them. I'm also not saying that I would judge you if your plants do look like this. I'm just editing the video, and I feel like it kind of comes across like I would think that, and I definitely just would not. Back to the video. Does that make any sense? Like, I'm feeling it. I'm not saying you should be feeling it. It's normal to have plants that are not perfect in your collection. It really, really is. Even if it feels uncomfortable. Like, it just, yeah, it's really frustrating. Like, when you love plants, you want them to grow and be beautiful and thrive in your care, and then you've just got some that just look like crap. It's normal. It is. Can you tell that I'm trying to convince myself? Like, I know wholeheartedly that it is normal, but oof, I'm beating myself up a lot about these plants looking like crap right now. So I guess I'm sharing them with you to just normalize it. We all have them in our collection. We all have plants that are just like not happy. It's okay. These are mine. So I'm thinking I might go like genus to genus. What have I got? I've got okay, let's just do this. The lighting's not amazing today, so I'm sorry about that. Let's just get into the plants. I'm going to start with alocasias. So here's my first plant, which it's not the worst. It's definitely not the worst, but it is ugly. This is my Alocasia Sabrina, the black stem. Like, I mean, those are some nice stems, right? I'm a big fan. I love black. It has been sat in my south-facing window, and it got a little bit burnt last year, and it's sat there now, and we've had like below freezing temperatures, so I'm sure it's not happy. I'm actually surprised it hasn't like just killed these leaves off. Like, surely it's dormant. I just pulled it out to check on the roots, and it is sat in a puddle. That's probably not good, is it? But like, the roots look pretty good. I definitely need to empty that water out. It is definitely just an ugly plant though, isn't it? Like, it's just not like this. So this new growth started coming out kind of autumn, winter time, and I was like, it's gonna go dormant soon. Why is it bothering? And then it just stopped. It really bothers me. But what I did notice is dusty. It's going to be a theme with these plants. What I did notice is, is it picking up? Yeah, that's picking up right. Look at that. that is a splodge of variegation there. I mean, the leaf's linier than it should be. It should definitely be darker, but that is a pretty nice splodge of variegation. It would have been lovely if it hit its full potential. But yeah, my first ugly plant. Not the ugliest, but I feel it. I feel that it's ugly. Next up is another alocasia, and I feel like you're gonna judge me. I feel like I'm gonna show you this plant and you're gonna be like, why haven't you sorted that out yet? This is my alocasia Micholitziana maxkowskii, or like the green Frydek. I've just realised that this little like thing inside says still alive. Barely. It is barely hanging on. It is bone dry because I assume it has gone dormant. Like this other alocasia, I wasn't completely sure, so I did have watered it, and as you are aware, there is a puddle of water in there which I probably need to sort out. But like when a plant goes, like I don't do plants that go dormant normally, so you're not supposed to water them, are you, if they're dormant? Like you're supposed to just put them away and leave them, right? Maybe I should water it, I don't know. Like, is it dormant if it's not killed off all of its leaves? I just need to, like, what is this? Like, part of me is like, I'm gonna make a leaf skeleton out of it. Like, it's a nice big leaf, that would make a really lovely leaf skeleton, but what am I doing with this plant? This is the newest leaf it put out back in like autumn. This is its leaf. This is this leaf here. I don't know why that one's curled around so much. I don't know. You can't tell me that's not an ugly plant. So those were my alocasia. Gonna move on to philodendron, I think. So this is one I've not shown on my YouTube channel because it hasn't been back in my collection for very long. This is, what is it? It's a philodendron pink princess, which, there, that's proof. It is a philodendron pink princess. I bought this back in 2019, I think, and I hated it. It was obviously not the most variegated specimen, and I gave it to my mum. It's in this bag because I've recently bought it back from my mum, and like when I was driving home I didn't want it to fall over and soil get everywhere, and I haven't taken it out of the bag yet. It's an ugly plant, come on. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it. Like, I'm not a fan of the way these types of philodendrons grow. Like I don't like all of this. I don't even know if I can be bothered to like chop it and prop it to see if like that promotes more variegation. I just don't know. But it's ugly and it's in my collection currently, so that's all I'm gonna say about it right now. So the other philodendron is my Philodendron gloriosum, which if you watched yesterday's video, which was my Heartthrobs and Heartbreakers heart-shaped leaves video, you'll have seen it already. I explained in there what happened to it. I just think it's an ugly plant, and that's why I've added it into this video as well. It is an ugly plant. It has potential to be a pretty plant, but currently it's definitely on the imperfect side. So now I'm going to do like a rogue begonia. I've got like two of every plant apart from this begonia. This is another one that I gave to my mum, and I don't really know why, because this plant was a cutting from a friend and I loved it. I don't know how it ended up at my mum's house, but it ended up there, and she's not like, she's got a few plants, like she's not the plantiest of people. I think she just got fed up of it like losing its leaves and the way it was growing, and she put it out in her conservatory, which is not like a temperature controlled conservatory. It's not a temperature controlled conservatory, so in the summer it's swelteringly hot, and in the winter it is bitterly cold, and it gets blasted by, what way is their garden? It's like, I think it's like a southeast kind of garden. It gets a good amount of sun all day, but it does start like in the evening, the sun starts to go away. So the conservatory is hot, it gets a lot of light. So I'm thinking the fact that these leaves are like this weird orangey colour, I'm thinking it's, I don't know, is it too much sun or is it being cold? I'm not completely sure. I mean, yeah, I haven't shown you the backs. The backs are stunning. Like that red is literally the colour red. Like even when the fronts of the leaves, when they're like the colour they're supposed to be, they're kind of like a really dark green, but it's like a grey green. They're really, really pretty. I am gonna definitely chop and prop this one and try and restore it back to what it was, because it was stunning, and I'm really happy to have it back. I just hope I can save it. That's that one. Now I'm going to do the anthuriums. So this is my Anthurium villanorum. I never know if I'm pronouncing that right. I think that's the right way. I filmed a couple of videos today and I'm losing it. So this is my Anthurium villanorum. And I got it as an import from Ecuagenera, and it was looking great for a while. Somebody did comment on one of my Ecuagenera videos saying that it kind of like melted for her, or them. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you for letting me know. Like, I'll keep an eye on it. And I think it's doing the melting. So we've got a completely like dying leaf, and then all of these leaves just are having issues. And it has been really cold, and I reckon that's probably part of the problem. But it has also put out a new leaf, which I think is probably hit its size, but it's not completely hardened off yet. But yeah, I would keep looking at it in my cabinet and I'm like, so let's chop those leaves off. The problem is when like plants start to look like this, I start to not like resent them, but I definitely start to lose interest in caring for them, which then obviously adds to the problem. And that's a me problem, not the plant's problem. But yeah, another ugly plant. This is really random. If I keep looking like in this direction, it's because there's like a load of tiny like gnatty type flies that have obviously hatched out and are just landing on my windows. They're outside, they're not inside, they're outside, but there's loads of them. And because the sky is really cloudy, it's just like white grey, I can really see them, and I'm very, very distracted by the flies on my windows. We live right next to like a river, so we get a lot of that kind of thing happening. Moving on. This is my other ugly anthurium, and again, if you watch my video that went up yesterday, the Heartthrob Heartbreakers Heart-Shaped Leaves video, this one was in it. It was a heartbreaker, clearly. It's my Anthurium clarinervium. I'm not going to talk too much about it. I spoke about it enough in that video. It is probably the plant that is causing me the most distress. And the next two plants are ferns, and me and ferns do not get on at all. Ever. We don't like each other. That's a lie. I like them. I like some, not all of them. I'm not like interested in all of them. I like some of them. None of them seem to like me. This is a maidenhair fern. I don't know what the botanical name is. It's a maidenhair fern. Thought I'd insert a little clip to prove to you that she's crispy.
That's a crispy fern.
And this fern is, this particular one is probably the 4th one I've tried. Is there a point where I need to stop trying? Like, are there plants that you love so much, you try, they die, and then you never do it again? Like, you never go with that plant again? And then are there plants that you try, they die, and then you keep buying them because you want them so much? Because that's what, because that's what this plant is for me. I cannot get over how pretty they are when they are alive. I love how like floaty and delicate the leaves are. They're stunning. They're stunning, and they hate me. They hate me so much. And I know it's because I let them dry out, and I've tried really hard to not let them dry out, and I probably haven't got, I don't know, the most humid environment for them. I wish I could tell you that this was the last time I'm gonna let one of these plants die. I don't think it is. I think I'm probably gonna try again. Because I really, really want one. I really want one, and I want it to be happy, and I want it to love me, and I'm gonna keep going until it happens. Yeah, maidenhair fern. Very, I mean, it's very, very dead. Can you even call it ugly? It's just dead. It's dead. And the final plant for this video is, are you telling me you can't tell? Can you not tell what this is? That might help. This was a crocodile fern. Again, I don't know all of like the botanical names for ferns. I just know their common names. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Obviously there is somehow still 2 green leaves. That might be worth trying to save. But the rest of it is very, very dead. And like when I was saying at the beginning of this video, if somebody came over, there are plants where I'm just like, don't look at them, like please don't, I can't, like this, the fern, like this fern and the maidenhair fern and like the that green Friedeck. These are the plants I'm like, just don't look at them. Don't look at them. I just don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm gonna try again. I'll try and save this bit. I don't really have faith in myself that it's gonna work. The rest of them I'll do something with. I'll try. Maybe I'll do like an update video in like a couple of months, like halfway through spring or something, so that you can see I did some stuff to try and make them pretty again. But I don't know if I'm gonna do anything. I don't have faith that I will get this bit to thrive. I'll have a look to see, like, are these leaves just extra hardy, and like the actual plant they're attached to is that I just need to check. But yeah. Just gonna put it down because it's just gonna keep throwing leaves everywhere. So those are the ugliest plants in my collection. I know plants are not going to be perfect. Like, I know that. I want them to be. I am definitely a perfectionist, and I really, like, part of this hobby is working on that for me. Like, it really helps me to know that everything can't be perfect. If you have any plants in your collection that are like perfectly imperfect, I would love to hear which ones they are in the comments. If you have any plants that like you keep buying even though you know you can't keep them, like me with the maidenhair fern, I would also love to hear, like, is that just me? I feel like it's probably not, so let me know in the comments if there are plants that you just keep trying even though you know you probably shouldn't. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I am also on Instagram, and that is linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.